Alright, so with Mazeophobia being now officially a beta, what comes with it is this whole community side. And in it has the memory library and the mind creator. I am going to teach you how to use the mind creator right now. So, as soon as you go into Mazeophobia, in the main menu under Community tab, there's the Mind Creator. Just go ahead and click that. And it will give you a prompt to get the Mind Creator plugin. I already have it on this account, so it will say I already own it. So after you do that, you can go ahead and just leave the game. And then after you leave the game, just go ahead and open up Studio. Alright, after you have Studio open, right here, go ahead and click on New. And make sure you now this part is very important. Make sure you click on Classic Baseplate. So once you're in your baseplate, you want to go ahead and under your home, go to Game Settings. Go ahead and publish it if you have to. Go ahead and go to Security. And allow HTTP requests, enable Studio access to API services, and allow third-party teleports. Now, when you go to you have your game settings set up, go ahead and go to Plugins. Go ahead and go to Manage Plugins. Find the Mazeophobia Mind Creator. For me, it's right here. And make sure you allow script injection. This is very important. If the Mazeophobia Mind Creator will not work if you do not allow script injection. It might seem shady at first, but the script injection allows your experience to connect to Mazeophobia servers, as well as allow you to have some parts of the Nomad engine, mostly the lighting. Now, when you go ahead and click on Setup Experience for Mazeophobia, you go ahead and let it load, let it give you everything. And once it loads, you should have everything. Now, you can go ahead and delete that baseplate if you want. So this orange box you see is the building area. This shows how big your map can be. But before we go anywhere else, go ahead and go to Server Script Service and read these 3 scripts. They don't do anything, they're just there for you to read. You can delete them afterwards if you want. But after you read them, you can go ahead and come back to the video. It'll give you a chance to pause. Alright, so the whole building area does not determine how big your level can be. You can build outside of these, and the Mazeophobia servers can handle it fine as long as it's a little bit over. But if it's far over, and just keep in mind that if you make a level that's bigger than that is larger than the boundary here, the Mazeophobia server may not load it properly. So yeah, you would just go ahead and make your level here. Now, now it comes with a bunch of sound effects here. Do not delete these. If you plan on using the free assets, do not delete these. And while we're on it, do not delete the boundary here. Do not delete it. It is very important. Under lighting, you have all your Nomad engine stuff. And once again, on the script service, you have all the readmes. And all of your free assets are under server storage. You have your bricks, your ends, extras, your game objects. Do not touch respawn crate. And you have your starts. How your spawn location works, as you see, it may, as you notice, it has an arrow. This arrow shows the direction the player will face when they spawn. The barrier was exactly that. It's a barrier. It's an invisible wall. The purple grid is only visible to you when you make it. While you're making it. As soon as you're actually in game, it will turn itself invisible, which is what this script does. It removes all the textures. You have your detection brick, which is more advanced. You have to script it yourself. Make sure to do it under detection code. You have your you enter your code in between these. Your finish brick, when it comes to your finish brick, do not touch the script at all. Do not touch anything in terms of its scripting. But just to show that there's nothing shady on it, under code, this is what it looks like. This is what is supposed to teleport people back into Mazeophobia. Every level requires a finish brick that can be accessed by normal means, meaning no trickery. But that being said, once you have at least one that can be reached by normal means, you can add how many secret ones you want. But you are not allowed to change the destination of the finish brick. You have all your exits. Which are exactly that. Your exits do not need to be touched except for the factory exit. This one actually requires you to do a little bit of work, which under the game is what the door sets are. Keep in mind, you see that says do not ungroup. Yeah, it's very important that you do not ungroup these. These are coded within their group. So if you ungroup them, the code will not work. So the way how you move them is that you go ahead and enter the group. Let's say I want to move the door here. You just go ahead and do that. And then, bam, there's your door. And of course, we gotta rotate it so that way it'll Oh. And then boom, there's your door. And then let's just say we want the button to be say here. So I know it may seem like very difficult to understand at first, and it may be, but after a while I think you'll understand it. But that's all you need to do for the plugin though, in order to enable it. So let me go ahead and go over it one more time. Once you go into an empty base plate, under the classic base plate, that one's very important. Go to game settings, go to security, allow HTTP request, enable studio access to API services, and allow third-party teleports. Next, go ahead and go to plugins, manage plugins, find the Mazeophobia plugin, and then allow script injection. And after that, you should be good to go. I hope you enjoy the Mazeophobia Mind Creator, and happy building.